Today is one of our tutor conferences. We run them fairly regularly in the region, and they're about bringing tutors together to try to talk about the kind of key issues that the organisation's facing, and always involving some level of training and support about developing their skills and approaches as tutors. So we're trying to sort of get people together, share experience. That's a really big outcome for us, sharing experience, passing on good ideas and so on. And so that's the kind of thing that we try and do.
The really important thing is for us to be able to highlight particular issues, and for example the equality and diversity, it is a real issue that we're very keen to tackle, and it's really important for all our classes and for our staff. So it gives us an opportunity to get them together and to give them a little bit of training, let them see what sort of facilities are available and what kind of materials we've got available, and give them a chance to give their views, tell us what they think.
I think WEA Education should invite our students, members and tutors to think more deeply about the world and how collectively we can change it. And what I'm meaning by that, I'm wanting to see the WEA's education programme develop critical understandings so that as a result of coming on a course with the WEA, people have a broader contextual knowledge about the things that they're studying. What the WEA is trying to do is to get people to think about that process and to understand the issues and to try to work through their views about the world and how it operates. Today our theme is about equality and diversity, and how do we develop equality and diversity both in our practice as teachers and in the classroom, so that we're picking up issues of equality and diversity. And the workshops that are then intended to help people explore this. So there's a couple of themes going on in the workshops. The opportunities for people to study, people of modest means to study, are closing down. And I think there's some really important issues around that in terms of how people can understand, can often be assisted by education. It can't be assisted by education if it doesn't exist.
And I'm happy that WEA is practicing equality, diversity and inclusion, thereby challenging discrimination. And that's a good thing to emulate.
There's a couple of themes going on in the workshops. Mine, for example, we're doing something called critical action learning, and what we're trying to look at is ways of our tutors using approaches and techniques that help to develop greater understanding of the subjects through taking part in activities around research, in setting broader context.
It's been very, very interesting actually, really kind of exceeded my expectations, very interesting, very relevant to the work that I'm doing.
It's been really, really useful. I thought Greg's opening statements and his paper was very interesting. It seemed to me like it was re-establishing what the WA is all about, and I found that quite insightful and very useful.
As a result of coming on a course with the WEA, people have a broader contextual knowledge about the things that they're studying, that they're seeing some of the links between what it is they've done. Sometimes it might only have been an interest that's brought them to our class. And what I want our classes to do is to stretch them, to take them beyond, to challenge and to inspire.
It's been really good to sort of mix in with people, other tutors, picked up loads of ideas. I've got loads of names now of people who I'm going to go back to and ask for different resources and things like that.
Technology workshop was brilliant. I've never had an iPad in my hand, so that was amazing. That was really good.
Doing work that's around sort of doing more active research in the classes, trying to get all of our students involved in individual research, in setting broader contexts, and also trying to engage with people becoming more active as a result of the course, taking on little activities in the community and so on, all of which we think are really good learning approaches, and which fit in neatly with themes like equality and diversity, because you can use those kinds of key themes, which are often really good for discussion, to get people sort of working around and talking about. So that's what we try and do, and then we hope that people use those discussions to take back into the classroom and think about how they do their teaching and learning. So that's our sort of approach, really.
I've met some wonderful tutors today, and in fact we've been exchanging contact details, so at least we can share good practices and be a support, really. Just feel like one big family.
A staggering statistic for me was that adult study in A-levels dropped by a third in the years 2006 to 2009. There's virtually nobody, and you have a look now, have a look where you can do A-levels in your community as an adult. It by and large doesn't exist in the city of Liverpool. There's only one college in the city, in Merseyside I think, there's only one college where you can do A-levels of an evening, and some subjects just don't exist. So things like history, politics, sociology don't exist as subjects that you can do at A-level as an adult of a night time. What we are trying to do is to help people make those judgments for themselves in a much more informed and rational manner.
If the WEA can open more people's eyes, then hopefully it can be a good thing, and maybe society will become a better place for it.